Across the country, the battle rages on.
Why are you so obsessed with staying here?
We're on the verge of divorce, aren't we?
No.
One of you wants to stay.
The other is desperate to go.
I haven't moved house in over 10 years.
I have moved house recently because it was time to go.
If it doesn't work for you, then what are you doing in it?
Good luck. It's not going to happen. We love it. We're staying here.
I'm here to prove that with a bit of inspiration,
Wow, here we are, look.
there is no going back now. And a bit more effort.
You just want to get the sledgehammer out, don't you?
A little bit, yes. You could already be in your dream home.
Kirstie sounds more excited than anyone.
Whereas I'm spending my time more wisely, offering up the perfect property.
We had our wedding reception on that field there.
You know where we're going?
No.
That field there.
Without the need for demolition.
Compared to our house now, how much nicer does that look?
I'm not saying anything.
It won't be easy.
Did I get you in the box?
No, I haven't got a box on. Stop saying box all the time.
I genuinely don't know what the hell I'm going to do to improve this house.
Or straightforward.
So do you like this one so far?
No.
But we're here to help reunite the UK.
I don't think we should get too carried away, should we? Because they were...
Sorry, Phil, it's not deliberate.
With the scores 2-2, it's all to play for today.
It's a square box with square rooms.
A house stuck in the past.
Phil, have you seen this shower arrangement?
Yeah, I know, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
There'll be some smart shopping.
That's your favourite colour, isn't
Yes,
it?
that is definitely my favourite colour.
Unbeatable houses.
Definitely our style.
Say no more.
And whilst we get them both thinking,
But, oh man, am I confused.
In the end, they've got to make one decision.
Are you going to love it?
Or list it.
this week we're in Lancashire and heading to the outskirts of Preston. But Phil's already distracted.
Harley Davidson cars. Do you think I should get one?
No. Such a midlife crisis cliche.
Yeah. Convertible car.
No.
Mistress.
Honestly,
I've got to
Phil,
do something, haven't I?
how could you find the time for your wife, me and a mistress?
That's a fair point.
Bless him. Utterly delusional. So, moving on swiftly to our couple today. They're only in their 20s and have recently started their life together.
Meet musician Danny and his wife Alex, a manager for a manufacturing company.
They got married over 2 years ago after meeting and falling in love at their local church. They're now planning to start a family, but are at odds over whether this 3-bed semi is the place to do it.
I love this house.
I don't like it.
It's super practical. It's got an amazing view at the back. It's spacious. I can imagine our children on their bicycles, kind of like going around the little cul-de-sacs.
It's a square box with square rooms. At the moment, I've got all my music stuff in the bay window of the dining room, and when I'm pulling up at the house, it's more of a disappointment. You don't get like, oh, I'm coming home.
It's who you come home to that makes a house a home.
Yes, dear.
Rookie error there, Danny. But to be fair, he thought they'd agreed it was a quick doer-upper.
We said we would buy this house in the short term and then we would move on. We never put an actual number on what short term meant. See, like short term for me,
2 or 3 years.
Short term for me is more like 5 to 10.
And with that in mind, when they put in a new kitchen diner, Alex was thinking it would be hers for a long time to come.
I love the kitchen space, the great entertaining space. If we moved, I'd be very sad to see some of them go.
But I love a challenge, and whilst being close to church, their friends and Alex's work is really important.
Do you want tea or coffee?
I would like tea, please.
Danny's hankering after the rural life and a house in the country.
It's in a little village somewhere that's all quite quaint or out in the middle of nowhere.
For me, it just screams snow, not being able to get to work, terrible road. It's just not going to happen, love.
And while still in the first throes of married bliss, they've not yet come to blows.
Let's say this, we still have never had like a proper row all this time, so...
Yeah, we don't really argue. It's generally Stop biting your fingers.
We need to get them back in tune over where to set up home.
And one day I'll knock and there'll be no one at home. It'll happen.
It will happen.
We go to the wrong house.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Phil.
I'm Kirstie. Nice
to meet you. Do you want to come on in?
We'd love to come on in. Yes, after you, Phil. Go on.
Goodness me, gents first.
Well, it is the right house, but not for much longer if I get my way.
Not so fast, mate. Once I've made my changes, their only option will be to stay.
Who wants to love, who wants to list?
I would like to list this house.
And I want to love it. I've made it home, which is why I really want to stay. Like, I feel like this is our house now. I can imagine us kind of toddling around with little kids in here. Like, yeah, we want the nice 1930s semi. We can't afford that right now.
I didn't see this house to be a family house. The curb appeal is another big deal. It's like, I don't like the front of the house. I don't like the estate that it's in isn't pretty.
But it's such a lovely leafy cul-de-sac, and you've got such a lovely leafy view out the back.
There are some pros.
In terms of the actual living accommodation, it's just not quite big enough for you.
No, not at the moment. Yeah.
That can be sorted out. I think it's very important that everyone has their own space.
But rather than Danny's music stuff crammed in the corner.
Yes.
I'm not sure, Danny, how you didn't see this coming, to be honest. Never buy a house that you feel ambivalent about it, because there's always a risk that either you might be trapped in it by finances or trapped in it by a partner.
He's not trapped, because I'm going to find some houses that they're going to enjoy looking round.
But I admit it'll be a challenge to beat some aspects of this house. They've already done a fantastic job renovating the ground floor.
Lovely kitchen.
It is a nice kitchen.
They've obviously spent quite a bit of love and care and everything sorting this out.
So, they've spent a lot down here. It looks absolutely beautiful.
It does.
It doesn't take Miss Marple to work out that the problems lie upstairs with the 3 bedrooms.
Well, I can see why Alex doesn't want to move. She's occupying the 3rd bedroom as his music stuff's just crammed in a corner, poor fella.
Stop making trouble. It's all in hand. My Love It budget of £40,000 will be spent on getting the top half of the house to match the bottom, as well as making use of all available space for the future.
What are you doing?
I'm just going straight for the whatever it's called, you know.
Loft? Ladder?
No, jugular. If there's going to be work, this is where it's going to be done.
Converting the loft can be a good way to add a bedroom, and a basic conversion may not even need planning permission.
It can also increase the value of a property by more than it will cost. Great for when I convince them to sell up.
Phil, have you seen this shower arrangement?
Yeah, I know, it's a bit weird, isn't it? It is a bit weird.
Well, it obviously doesn't get used.
But I'm not sure how much extra space and bedrooms will convince Danny to love this house, even with the thought of filling them with kids and keyboards.
We set up our cameras to monitor how they use the house on a daily basis. And whilst Alex spends around a third of her time upstairs, mainly in her dressing room,
it's downstairs that sees most of the action for Danny. The cramped dining/music room is where he spends around 50% of his day. So I can see where I might be able to help.
let's not forget that your biggest problem, Kirstie, is that none of your plans are going to change the exterior.
And it's not like you can kind of thatch it and put lime render on the outside, which is what he's looking for. He wants character.
I don't think it'll be difficult to find a characterful family house with better curb appeal and more space, with their listed budget of $280,000.
Yes, but you'll also have to get them to fork out nearly $8,000 in stamp duty and other costs. Money better spent on getting this house fit for a family. Plus, whilst I admit the front of this house isn't to everyone's tastes...
Ah, yes.
Oh, this is the bee's knees, Phil, this is.
Well, this is the bit that he really loves when they bought the house.
Yeah.
Was the outside and the views. That's fantastic. That will be my difficulty to kind of challenge, to beat the rural outlook at the back.
Yeah. I am here to do what Alex wants, which is to make this house so good that Danny doesn't want to move. This house is badly out of whack. You go upstairs and it's disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, you don't need to do anything down here. You do need to sort a bit out upstairs, but you'll never change the outside of the house or the setting.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the outside of the house. I think the
One
setting's
half of the
lovely.
couple here doesn't like it.
I know. It's no struggle, Phil. I've no struggle with sorting this out.
Don't you worry. Well, that's sort of blink of an eye. In terms of your search going forward, what are you going to want to see?
It's going to have to be something that's spectacular to kind of drag me out of here, and something that feels like home as soon as I walk in.
A period property would be great. Anything up to 20 minutes to church.
OK. No, I'm convinced I can show you some nice things that you both like and that will suit the family long term.
I'm sure you can.
Not as nice as this one.
Yeah, but there are loads of lovely Lancashire villages, so I'm going to find houses with bags of character and charm inside and out.
I think seeing Phil's face light up is sort of enforced that moving will be the best option.
You're only 27, so it kind of feels a little bit strange to be moving on already, but that is what they need to do. That's the stage of life they're at.
I'm not being swayed too much by what Phil's saying. I think Kirstie's clearly, got some ideas which I think are going to make me happy.
Meanwhile, she's not moving, so it's my job to get on with improving.
I think this is just an absolutely brilliant house for where we're at right now and ticks so many boxes for both you and me.
On the outskirts of Preston, the battle to love or list is becoming a blight on the marital bliss of 20-somethings Danny and Alex Moore.
Whilst Alex is refusing to budge, Danny's had enough of their 3-bed semi.
Ticked every box at the time.
Yeah, so why aren't you happy?
With 40 grand of their hard-earned cash, I need to add some more pizzazz to their partly renovated home to get Danny finally falling in love with it.
Whilst I've got 280,000 to convince Alex that her forever home is actually out there on the market. So the only answer is to list.
For Danny, it seems to be all about the aesthetics, and yet for Alex, it has to be practical. So my challenge will be finding something that unites them. So we have to find some common ground between you as to what we're looking for.
You're basically looking for a house where you want to bring kids up in.
Yes, I want a kid-friendly house.
A garden would definitely sell it for Alex.
OK.
A 2-car drive
Yes.
would be very important for Alex.
Yes. Something with a view as good as we've got now.
You so don't want to
No,
make
I don't, because...
I just want exactly what we've got now.
I want exactly what we've got now. Just pick up my house and move it and then just render it or something for Daniel.
Well, with lovely rural views topping both their lists, we're heading 9 miles north of Preston to a house just outside the pretty village of Elswick.
Come and see what you think. This. Parking for 2.
Yes.
Yep.
A decent view. And a nice garden.
It's a great view down there.
Yep, this charming 3-bed semi brimming with character has both Danny's curb appeal and arguably more impressive country views than they have back at home.
Is that rural enough for you, dear?
Definitely rural enough.
That chicken would agree as well.
Just to count off the rural features.
I didn't plant that, honest. At just over 1,000 square feet, this house is 327 square feet smaller than their current house. But, crucially, at offers in excess of 270,000, it should be well within budget, and it's situated on an enormous plot with plenty of potential to create a bigger forever family home, taking advantage of the fabulous scenic setting. Downstairs already has the layout these guys like.
Here we have a kitchen dining room.
Oh,
This is your style kitchen.
This is my nice kitchen that I like, yeah.
So this is entertaining and cooking. And
Yeah.
Definitely works like...
Yes, there's enough room in that space.
So far, so good. Whilst they're being so positive, now might be a good time to discuss the compromise.
We are stretching the boundary of your, or certainly the distance to church.
Yes.
Because I think that would probably be half an hour.
OK.
I think that is going to be the main issue, is location for this house.
Yeah, what's it for work?
About just over an hour. But you get the views, the rural setting, the house with potential.
Yeah.
Not forgetting...
270 grand is the asking price.
For this house?
Yeah.
Really? That is a lot cheaper than I thought it would be.
These houses are out there. They do exist.
Right, OK. Well, we have to see the rest of it.
Well, I've stunned Alex, as Danny only found rural homes over budget when he looked before. Here, they can afford an even bigger living room than they have now. Full of charm, too.
It is a good-sized room, because these sofas are massive and these chairs that are in here.
Off the lounge downstairs is also a large family bathroom.
That's big.
Whoa, that's
a big bathroom, that.
And an ensuite upstairs.
Needs ripping out and a new one going in, but
yeah,
it's good size.
But it's a good space.
And along with another double bedroom, there's one more that enjoys the impressive views out the back.
Study, cot room.
Yeah, stop doing the baby conversation. The upstairs is feeling like a bit of a letdown in comparison to downstairs.
Well, Alex is trying hard to find problems now, but I think I've surprised them both with this house.
How'd you get on? Thought-provoking?
Yes, I think the setting is amazing.
Yeah.
The downstairs space is
fine, yeah.
Good.
It's just disappointing upstairs in comparison to what's downstairs in terms of space.
I don't disagree with you. But remember, you could create everything that you wanted here. But this is an example. I wanted to show you that these places exist.
Yes, yeah, and they do.
It's close, come on, it's close.
Right, it's close.
And it's under budget, and it's close.
Yes,
and it made you stop and think, didn't it?
It did downstairs, yes.
So team lists it, I think we're on the move.
We're
on the move!
There was a moment in the kitchen.
There was!
We've pulled up to this house and the setting's amazing.
It needs work for it to be a real long-term house for us. But Phil is right 100% that there are houses out here. It's now probably just me being fussy about the details on the inside.
Yeah.
But it's been a good start.
Alex has come out today thinking, I don't really have to consider anything seriously today because I really don't want to move. But she's suddenly gone, whoa, I'm going to actually have to engage in this process a little bit, which is, of course, exactly what I'd hoped.
Don't get too hopeful, Phil. As back home in Preston, with their 40 grand budget, I'm plotting.
Whatever I do, the dressing room has got to stay.
They've already neatly converted the downstairs. I just need to get the unloved bedrooms and bathroom upstairs to match.
It's like the tale of two houses. The budget's going through the roof. This bathroom certainly needs to be replaced.
They also want an extra bathroom and bedroom in the loft, so there's room to expand as a family. And whilst I can't do much about the exterior to convince Danny, I'll need to fill the interior with lashings of wow factor.
I'm not scared of you, Danny.
OK.
I'm not scared of how much you want to move, because I know that you do need to do work to this house, whatever happens.
Yep.
Okay. So,
to create a loft conversion with grandeur that will blow Danny away, but will still keep them on budget, I plan to remove half the roof for an expansive dormer conversion and create an impressive master suite. Full-length windows and a Juliet balcony will make the most of the beautiful rural views, whilst an ensuite shower room fits into the corner. Plus, there's room for a cosy snug or even a nursery space. On the first floor, as well as upgrading the bathroom, Alex will keep her dressing room. But my trick is to run the staircase up from here, so that the other two bedrooms can stay as large doubles. One as a guest room and one for Danny's keyboards that are currently stuck in the dining room.
You've come up with something we haven't thought of, putting the stairs there.
Yeah, we'd never thought about putting the stairs there.
I thought we'd thought of everything.
I think what it enables you to do is get something quite luxurious with the minimum spend.
Definitely works as like a
it does
5-year plan. maybe.
That's 5 more years than I've had already.
I know. I know.
We've got 5 now in the bag. Just wait until it's done. No, I like it. I like it a lot.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Phil's got this one in the bag. Danny and Alex will be moving. In 5 years' time. Yes!
Don't be so sure, Ms. Alsop. The only bag I can see is Danny's, and it's still packed and ready to go. I don't think you've really convinced him yet.
My main concern is we're not gaining a bedroom. So doing all this work and we've still only got 3 bedrooms. Yes, they're all doubles.
You've been talking about character and getting that in. When have you looked for a house and seen a space like that upstairs?
Well said, Alex. I couldn't agree more. Three months later, and it's all systems go with the plan, and work is well underway to remove part of the roof. Despite the challenges of winter approaching, it's not dampened Alex's enthusiasm.
I'm not being put off by the work being done, like, oh, it would just be so much easier if we just moved. No, I'm firmly still in love it camp.
And am I beginning to sway Danny?
I'm coming more towards love it with all the work going on and seeing it happen, but I think I'll be wanting to move again.
That's right, Danny. Keep remembering that you're in Team List It. Speaking of which, for my next property, we're heading south of Preston.
I am genuinely nervous that you are going to throw a complete spanner in the works. Because I feel like I've done a really good job of clawing him back.
Clawing Danny back?
Yeah.
You should be worried, Alex, as the next house I've got is a real showstopper. I wanted somewhere that works both downstairs and up, which let me down at the last house, while still enjoying the country charm Danny loved. So, it's off to the outskirts of the village of Rufford. It's 8 miles from their current home, but closer to church with just a 30-minute drive, and it's an hour to Alex's work.
Oh.
This is nice.
Oh, wow.
Yep, this picture postcard house is loaded with all the character and charm that Danny reckons their semi's lacking. And on top of that, it's a great, spacious family home.
So we've got a lovely looking house.
It looks amazing.
It looks really good.
Terrific parking.
Yes.
There is the road.
See, that road doesn't bother me because I grew up on a road like that.
Yeah. Compared to our house now, how much nicer does that look?
I'm not saying anything.
Alex stunned into silence. Well, this place must be good. And it gets better inside. 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms upstairs, and a fabulous open-plan living, dining, kitchen downstairs. And wait for it, under budget at an incredible 250 grand. How do I do it?
Come into the lovely, big living room with its open staircase and its grand piano and its roaring fire.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely our style.
Yeah, what we've tried to create in the next local authority.
Say no more. Say no more.
The fabulous lounge area opens through into the stunning kitchen.
Oh, my days.
Oh.
Right, wow, OK.
Nice. Very nice, very nice.
From the noises Alex is making, I think Kirstie could be losing this one.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Sort of exactly how I would picture a dream house.
Oh, shut
like
up.
this.
To add to her misery, I should mention it's 30 grand under budget.
You're kidding me.
No.
Right, OK. It's all about upstairs, though, because this happened in the first house, didn't it?
It did. Hope so.
Yes, come on.
You'll find it a little larger.
Upstairs, the layout could do with a little rejigging, but there's a stylish family bathroom.
A roll-top bathroom.
It's nice.
And the potential for 3 good-sized bedrooms by moving a few stud walls.
Oh, wow. Right, there's loads of...
Cubbies everywhere. A very big walk-in wardrobe for a small room. Okay, so this must be the master.
Oh.
Nice.
I do like this.
So, is upstairs scoring as many points as down?
She's properly squirming about... She likes the house, so...
Is this true?
It definitely makes
Yes, yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah, I'd trade our house for this straight away, I think. So.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's...
Deal with that one.
Yeah.
And with Danny's previous house hunting mainly finding rural properties too expensive, I think I'm proving they could afford their dream home.
It is a wow house, a proper wow house. It is a house that, well, if we talk about what was the biggest disappointment that Daniel has in our current house is that he's not proud of it. This definitely is a house to be very proud of, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man. It's making me think, unfortunately.
She's been won over.
Alex was so determined not to move, but the edges are softening. And I've actually made her stop and seriously question whether that would be the right decision. And I've still got something else to show them.
I don't like this house. The main thing is the lack of character.
For 20-somethings, Danny and Alex, the decision of where to set up home and start a family has become an epic battle over loving or listing this 3-bed semi.
I don't care about curb appeal. I care about what's on the inside, darling.
Oh dear, Danny, you've got a lot to learn. With a budget of 280 grand, I'm out to convince our young lovebirds that the key to happy marriage lies with the key to an all-new home. And my second house may have shown Alex that selling up and listing could work.
It's making me think, unfortunately.
She's been won over.
Meanwhile, with the 40 grand they've given me, I'm getting on with turning their house into a fabulous family home. One that will hopefully bowl Danny over enough that he forgets its exterior.
You've come up with something we haven't thought of.
No, I like it. I like it a lot.
Fantastic. Brilliant.
Last time I was here, I left Danny and Alex with a plan for a luxurious master suite in the loft that added bucket loads of space and a splash of pizzazz to a house that Danny felt was too boring. Well, having embraced my design...
Work has been progressing, and I'm here to see if everything's gone to plan.
In the last 3 months, there's been massive changes to the outside and inside. The first floor revamp is already underway, with the bathroom looking fabulous, thanks to Danny and his dad.
Very smart indeed. Oh, that's worked really well.
The builders have clearly motored along with the attic conversion.
Oh, this has really worked out. Gordon Bennett, look at that. Oh, hold on a second while I take a photograph of this.
Better let Phil know what he's up against.
Right. Try finding a view like this. Give up now. Love, Kay. That is lovely. I mean, this is a game changer on this house.
Danny has his heart set on finding a rural property, but now surely he'll appreciate the stunning country views he already has.
It's just funny because it's those house hunters who are looking for really rural who would want something like this.
It is, yes.
Yes.
Do we think you'll be able to find a view anywhere else, Daniel, like this? Because I don't.
There's a lot of countryside around here. Yeah, would just be lovely if the front matched the back.
But the front doesn't have to because you're looking at the back.
True.
Yes.
Now, I am troubled by one rumour.
One rumour?
Yes. That you were thinking of putting storage in that space.
Yes, that rumour is true.
Don't.
Oh, no.
Don't.
But where are my clothes going to go?
Downstairs, in the dressing area. Oh. Please trust me on this. I'm begging.
So what would we put in there?
The baby.
The baby's not here yet.
When the baby comes, you can put the baby in there. Before then, you can have a really nice chair and a bookshelf.
We've created around 29 square metres of stunning space here. Clogging it up with wardrobes could lose the unique appeal of this room and destroy all the versatility it offers.
It's what makes the difference between this being just another
bedroom
and being somewhere which has really got that sense of a suite. And what I just think is that this is just a little kind of oasis at the top of the house, almost a kind of floating on a cloud of serenity up here. Am I selling this?
Yes, you're selling it to me.
Yes.
So now we just need to decide how we're going to actually furnish it, what we're going to do, colours and things.
Shall we go on a shopping trip?
Yes, I think we should.
That would be nice.
Danny wants his standard home to stand out, so I'm aiming for the new top floor to be a unique space, full of luxury, but also so comfortable that Danny forgets about the lack of curb appeal. My first trick is not to overfill the space, and any furniture needs to be useful and stylish.
I know you know this, but this is an ottoman, and it's the most cunning piece of furniture there is. Looks like a sofa, useful like a cupboard. I've got one at the end of my bed. All the best homes do.
They're on a strict budget, so a low-cost and simple way to create comfort and style is with bedding. And for a luxury look, it's all about layering. Use crisp white linen as a base, then add cushions, throws and blankets, and you'll instantly upgrade a room, adding a plush feel.
That's what I do. I have a blanket at the end of my bed.
That then changes.
That changes. I have a couple of different ones.
Yeah.
And then I have a white duvet cover. And then I have different coloured pillows. What is your favourite colour?
Your favourite colour is
My
mustard.
favourite colour is mustard.
Yes.
But you like blue.
I tell you what looks very nice with mustard, though, is navy blue.
Yes.
Luckily, I spied something earlier.
OK, everyone, stay. That's your favourite colour, isn't
Yes,
it?
that is definitely my favourite colour. It's exactly the right shade of mustard.
Exactly, I was rather pleased with that. Let's head upstairs to the sheet bit. But maybe you should have your security cushion with you at all times.
Maybe I'll hold this.
I want to create a colour palette that will appeal to both of them. Then the rest of the accessories will almost fall into place.
I have to say, I think that is absolutely beautiful. That folded at the end of the bed.
Yes.
And then slightly up the bed when it was a bit colder.
That's really lovely. I like that.
Oh my God,
Do you
seriously.
Like that? Do you?
That is that. Yeah, I do.
Yes, no, I like that.
pillowcases.
It's the right amount of mustard, but mustard's
This can
not.
be a cushion on your chair in the corner of the room. That is quite remarkable. That's made my day, that has, if not my week.
Exactly. Colour coordinated to a theme and a great price. I declare this shopping trip a success. With a cushion, bedding and the perfect throw, we've made a great start creating not just a stylish home that Alex will love, but a home that Danny feels really invested in too.
Coming to a place like this, it gives you an idea of what you can do on a budget.
So it's been nice today to do some of the touches which are about making it home now and the things which are going to make Danny want to stay in it, really. So that's good.
I'm coming more towards enjoying the house. You're making a little bit of an indent in there.
Danny and Alex have taken a proactive and energetic approach to all of this, and they're keeping their eyes peeled, which is why they're going to end up with a house that they both love.
Yes, but that home isn't going to be the one they're in right now. And pillows and throws can be packed up and moved. I pulled out all the stops for the last property I showed them. But for the final house, I'm going to try and do one better.
I'm very conscious that I have been stretching your distances to places that are important, both church and work.
Yeah. Driving in this direction makes me feel a lot better.
We're already 15, 20 minutes closer to work.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I haven't addressed, Danny, you've been very gallant and polite, but we haven't talked about your music room.
As well as finding a house with character and space for a family, an extra room for Danny's music could really seal the deal.
Right, well, this could be very interesting
Very
then.
interesting.
Then it's like a proper dilemma, isn't it?
Well, that's what I've tried to set up.
Yeah, you've set up a very good little dilemma so far.
Yeah.
Well, prepare to be bowled over again, Alex, as we head to a property in the town of Darwin. 30-minute drive east of Preston, which would cut Alex's commute in half.
Not as rural as where we've come from.
No, but it's...
You've got wonderful woods and walking there. I think it's a really handsome house.
It is, it's really pretty. And it has got a driveway.
You liked a bit of character, didn't you? Like a bit of interest, with a few features.
Yeah, definitely.
Set up high on the hill, this impressive Victorian semi is so grand and spacious, it's positively stately.
Come in through the porch, past the stained glass windows, into the traditional living reception
Oh my goodness.
room.
Right.
Proper ceiling height, corners.
Look at that
sash
detail.
Windows, working fireplace. It comes at a price. Okay. It is top-end budget. They're asking 285.
Right, okay.
But it is bigger than where you currently live.
Yeah.
Even after the work.
Wow, okay. Crikey.
Well, petrol bills would be drastically reduced.
Yeah.
So your living costs
Yes.
would be less, but your mortgage costs would be more.
It's £5,000 over budget, but the opulent feel here is worth every extra penny. And whilst the current layout has a separate kitchen and dining room, it wouldn't take much to create the open plan layout they like.
Kitchen diner spread across the back, enjoying the view out towards the garden. Absolutely.
Long term, it's probably what we would do.
But wait, I've not finished. I promised Danny a Danny den. So down in the basement...
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
This is my music room.
You've got it in one, well done. This is absolutely perfect.
It is, I mean, it's not gonna, the sound's not gonna go anywhere.
No, it's not. Oh, wow.
For Bobby Dazzler.
Oh, Phil, you have excelled yourself.
Yes, Alex, I think I have. And the size and grandeur continue upstairs, with 2 good-sized bedrooms and a palatial master.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, and there's a cot in the window.
It's got everything. You got a little fireplace in there.
Yeah.
Got a huge bay.
Well, I've got my feet up. I'm kicking back. I think my work is done. They didn't think it was possible to even beat Property 2, but I think I might have just done it. Danny, you wanted a house that you were going to drive up to and be proud of. Does this do it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And Alex, when you had in your mind's eye and you described the house that might tempt you, the type of house, was it anything like this?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I didn't
So
think
that's just where we are. Okay, I'm just setting the scene. But that's 2 quite distinct yeses.
Yes, it definitely
I don't know
is.
what you're going to do, but I'm proving to you with the houses that there are options out there in budget that deliver what you need them to do.
Yeah.
Certainly, you have.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you moved into team listed, or are you at least closer towards team listed?
I would say, like, I'm quite close. I genuinely didn't think we'd ever be able to afford a house like this.
I think Phil's even surprised me because I was looking before this and seeing what's out there, but Phil's found some amazing houses that even I didn't think would get in budget.
I'm definitely team love it still until we see our house done. But, oh man, am I confused.
I really didn't think Alex was for turning, but here we are, 2 out of 3 properties have seriously hit the spot. So the cat is firmly amongst the pigeons.
Well, you, the cat and the pigeons might want to wait until we've seen the transformation of the house once I finish my handiwork.
Where did you take them to see some stuff? Did you manage to stay in the same county?
Oh, we did a few miles.
I bet you did a few miles.
Alex actually genuinely surprised me, and I think surprised herself about how she reacted to the houses.
Well, we're on our way to Preston and Phil's looking far too smug. Plus, that jacket belongs on the set of The Professionals.
What was that drama about policing in the 1970s?
You're trying to be funny.
Phil, I don't need to be funny. I've got you as a partner.
Well, if I was you, I wouldn't be quite so chirpy about this day.
Yes, it's decision day for our couple in Preston, who are finally going to choose once and for all whether to love or list their 3-bed semi.
It's perfect for us. I love this house.
When we first met them, Alex had settled in for the long haul.
Whilst Danny just couldn't see past a standard exterior.
And that's quite an important thing to me, to like drive up and feel like, that's my home.
To help Danny get that loving feeling, they gave me 40 grand for a loft conversion so stunning that he forgets about the outside of the house.
Gordon Bennett, look at that.
Meanwhile, I've been showing them outstanding houses with stunning interiors and exteriors.
Oh, my days.
Oh.
Right, wow, OK.
No.
But Phil, it's going to be hard to compete with my handiwork now that the build is finally finished.
Well, there's nothing to see on the outside, Phil. All the glory's on the inside.
What, you mean you haven't sorted Danny's major issue?
You wait, just you wait. Hello.
Hi, gang. You look like you were expecting us.
Oh yes, we've got an incredible transformation we can't wait to show you.
So, Mr. Spencer, up you come.
On the first floor, the old dated bathroom has been completely gutted and replaced by a stylish new suite, contemporary tiles and a fresh coat of paint.
Have you seen anything like that on your tours?
Very smart.
Second-hand freestanding tub.
You've been pinching things out of skips again?
No.
Ex-display.
Yeah.
More practical thinking from me meant that despite installing the stairs to the loft in here, Alex kept her dressing room.
Masses of storage.
Yeah.
Everything very tidy and everything very easy to see, very light. I mean, it's like a giant walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah, anyone would have thought you're an estate agent.
I'm not, Phil.
It's not going to take any estate agent spiel to convince someone to love this house, especially when they see the real showstopper up top. In what was once the wasted, dusty attic, we've created a magnificent master suite.
Kirstie sounds more excited than anyone.
Elegantly decorated, with pieces we picked out together and stylish items of furniture. A huge master bedroom that makes the most of the unrivalled views.
Look, you wake up and that is, together, the two of you up here in this calm space.
Nice. I'm not going to say a word. I love the black, love the sink.
Oh, my God, you got a shell. Where did you get the shell?
Yes, we found a clamshell.
Oh.
It's very cool.
The shower room totally complements the unique and luxurious room.
He's looking shaky. Oh.
It's very nice.
It is, isn't it?
Also...
That bit.
That, I do love that.
That bit.
Yeah, that
Sets
bit.
it apart because
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah.
I would not expect that at all.
I'm so chuffed I insisted on keeping this room clutter and storage free. With areas to sit and relax, it really creates the opulent feel.
Oh,
well done.
Nice.
Well done, you must be pleased.
It's far exceeded any expectation that I had of what it was actually going to be.
Danny, have you got what you wanted out of this?
It's definitely like a luxury space, isn't it? Like, it come up and as soon as you're getting home, I just want to like come up and sit around in here.
Well, I'll concede that it's a lovely room, but there's some things that haven't changed.
You've turned a three-bedroom house into a nicer three-bedroom house. So poor old Danny hasn't got his music room and he hasn't got a prettier-looking house.
Poor old Danny, my arse. No, I think you'd struggle to find a four-bedroom house that's got this much space.
I would concede a baby would be more important than a music room as well.
Well done, dear. Aww.
And Phil, until a little person arrives, one of the two large double bedrooms on the first floor can be Danny's music room. Spending $38,000, £2,000 under budget, they've actually added £42,000 to the value. So £4,000 more than they spent, and they've created the perfect family home.
Not so fast, Ms. Allsop. Don't forget, I also showed them some stunning houses.
You seem to both really like properties 2 and 3.
Yes. The search was crippling for me. It's probably the only way I can describe it. It was just, there was a lot of nervous laughing because the houses were just incredible.
My plan was just to open your eyes and get you to see there are other things out there. And it sounds like I did.
Yes.
So it seems that you've now got a house where you can have a baby and somebody to stay.
Yeah.
I mean, it still looks like it always did, and it's still in the little cul-de-sac that it always was. But is it a long-term house?
So the question is, are you going to love it?
Or list it?
going to love it.
You know, we've got a lot of years ahead of us. It's never going to be our final house. But in this immediate future...
For the foreseeable future, there's no reason to move, so...
Danny, you really weren't happy with this house. Of course, I want everyone to be happy.
Apart from me.
No, apart from Phil, yeah, obviously. What has changed your attitude?
I think I've realised how much space is actually a luxury. Yeah, I think now with all the loft conversion, that master suite is something that I look forward to, like, driving home to.
I would say that you need to buy each other's drinks because I think you've both done a really, really good job.
Well, that's very kind of you, but I'm going to buy the drinks.
Danny moving into Team Love It, I would say, has been a gradual process. I think the difference was him coming round to feeling a lot more proud of where we live.
Good result all round.
Listen, I think you did incredibly well. I really do. You opened their eyes.
I think Phil was very gracious in conceding the feat, considering he did do an amazing job, but Kirstie's plan that she came up with was spot on. There's no reason to move, so let's nest and make this home.
Aww.
As you always say, everybody wins.
Yeah.
They're both on the same page.
Yeah.
The house looks amazing.
Here's to a win-win, where I win a little more than you do.
Very funny indeed. Oh, you're so nice, and then you just cut in at the end.
It may be 3-2 to me, but next time a 70s home could be my undoing.
Your challenge is quite steep.
I think you may be right.
But I'm not resting on my laurels.
I wasn't expecting this.
Wow. And I won't be taking it lying down.
If you wouldn't mind putting your head down, Graham, I'm so sorry.
To see who we can win over.
It's certainly pricked my interest. Yeah, it's got me thinking.
To help make their biggest decision.
Are you going to love it?
Or list it.